In our last video, you saw us arriving at Usery Mountain Regional Park, and we mentioned how much we loved it there. Well, in this video, we are still there, and we are checking out some different things.
So we're at the trailhead for
Wind Cave.
Wind Cave.
It's right here in Usery Mountain Park. It's about 1.5 miles from our campsite. And since it's a long, steep hike, I didn't want to add another 1.5 miles each way.
Yeah, an extra 3 miles.
So I am not in shape to do 6-mile hike.
Yeah, this hike is 3.2 miles. It's an out and back. It says it takes about 2 hours and a minute, and it is 1,043 feet of elevation gain and elevation loss on the way back.
I don't know if my weak legs are going to be able to handle this, but I'm going to give it my best. If I can do the hike that we did the other day, I'm sure I can do this one.
You've probably heard us mention we use All Trails every time we hike. It's an awesome app because it gives so much information about the hikes all over the country, and it's a great way to find new hikes. We try to always remember to download the map before heading out so we don't get lost, because a lot of times you don't have cell coverage in these areas.
It's a good thing that we did download that map because we took a wrong turn right off the bat. Chad looked at our downloaded trail map to get us back on track.
Because some of the trail looked like maybe we were going the wrong way, we kept checking the map just to make sure we were on the right path. I can't imagine not having this app and hiking this trail. We'd be lost. We'd still be there. We'll share a link to this trail as well as our other trails in the area down below. All Trails lets us gather our trails and save them so we can share them with you guys.
Oh my gosh, this is already so cool. I think we're going up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Way up there. Nice. How cool. Some good ideas will pop up with a new, different way. I am getting tired, baby. And we are 0.68 is all. I've been stuck inside my house too long. Can't stand being all alone. Wasting hours on my phone. I'm ready to go now. Here to stay. You come here in the summer months, you're gonna have to come early morning because otherwise it's just gonna be way too hot. This is way cool.
Phoenix.
Oh yeah, way out there. I'm curious what rating this hike got.
It's intermediate.
Jeez, look at this.
Let me see what our elevation gain is so far. 370.
370?
Uh-huh.
That's it?
Chad and Tara.
That's so funny.
So we've run across so many RV YouTubers on hikes. So
That's
they have
crazy.
changing lanes.
Oh, I was like, I don't know which one.
Yeah, you.
That's okay.
Yeah. So thank you. I've learned a lot from your videos.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, we won't hold you up.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
nice to meet
it's
you
nice
guys.
meeting you guys.
You guys are on your way down. So
Yeah.
it's
Thanks again for all the content.
It was nice talking to you.
Beware of snakes in this area. We were warned by a couple of hikers that they had heard a rattlesnake on the trail and just to be on the lookout.
So I did say there's a snake up there. I didn't see him.
Really?
Oh,
Just watch the one.
all right, thanks.
Go here.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You guys see snake?
It's further up. We didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
We didn't see it.
Oh, you heard it?
No, we just.
Oh, you heard there was one.
Yeah, the guy said there's a snake around the corner.
Yeah.
It's off to the side, so just stay on the trail.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Yeah, we came across a small group of hikers who did find the rattlesnake that other people had talked about, and they were already in the process of eliminating it. We looked into it, and it is legal to kill a rattlesnake in Arizona with a valid hunting license. We do know at least one of the guys who took care of the snake was a resident of Arizona, so we're just going to assume he had a hunting license.
Just to repeat, we did not kill the snake, but we weren't exactly unhappy to know that that threat had been eliminated.
Yeah, the guy who originally smashed the snake, aka eliminated, with a rock, he was a local who says it's a common thing to do on a lot of these trails out here. So be on the lookout and be on the listen out for rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
As long as it's nobody else's blood.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. It's easy to hide in here, and then people just walk in.
We heard there was a snake on the path, but we weren't sure. So I'm glad that you guys found it. Thank you.
Yep. Y'all have a great one.
Be careful.
You too.
Thanks so much.
I got your back, babe. So is this it? This is the cave? I thought it'd be deeper. We made it to the cave. This is it.
That was tough, but this was not an easy hike.
That was pretty. I was at the top end of moderate. Look how high we are.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
for real.
That is a tall, that's a tall cacti.
Well, that's one cactus.
Tall cactus. It should be the other way around. Cactuses.
You can probably tell by the agonizing look on my face throughout our hike that this trail was challenging. All Trails rates it as a moderate hike, but for us, or at least for me, I felt like it was on the more difficult side because there was a lot of like scrambling and climbing involved and like maneuvering around rocks and stuff.
Yeah, it was also pretty challenging coming back down the mountain. I was glad we had our poles this time, but the evening light was spectacular.
Oh man, what a gorgeous sunset we got to watch. And depending on the time of year, you may be better off going in the very early morning so it doesn't get too hot.
We did it. High five.
The next day, we met back up with our friends Dan and Eva, our friends who you saw us go four-wheeling with last week. They came over to Usery Mountain and we all rode together to explore Tortilla Flat, Apache Trail, and the Canyon Lake Overlook.
To get to that area from Usery, we headed northeast towards Tortilla Flat via Arizona State Route 88. State Route 88 is actually the Apache Trail and is paved at this point.
From the campground Tortilla Flat, it's only about a 45-minute drive, so it's not too bad. I'm not sure why we drove the entire way there with our Usery Mountain parking tag in our dash, but it definitely got in the way of filming some of this beautiful drive, so please excuse the tag.
As we drove towards the overlook, we passed Canyon Lake, which is one of 4 reservoirs created along the Salt River.
On our way in, we continued past Tortilla Flat to Canyon Lake Vista, which is an overlook about another 10 minutes away.
What was that thing that we did with the kite?
Hang glide off of?
Hang glide off of. I want to do a ride.
What's that thing with the kite?
So is this technically still the part of the road? No.
No, the road's over there.
Oh my gosh.
Floating, never come down, starting to believe in something I can chase. Now I wanna believe.
The Apache Trail in Arizona was a stagecoach trail that ran through the Superstition Mountains. The trail winds steeply through 40 miles of rugged desert mountains, past deep reservoir lakes like the Canyon Lake and Apache Lake. This trail turns into a dirt road a few miles east of Tortilla Flat and then continues as such for nearly the full remainder of its length.
That's gotta be rough on a stagecoach.
I know.
The views up at Canyon Lake Vista did not disappoint. This area is within the Superstition Wilderness of the Tonto National Forest.
It was really cool to be able to see the stagecoach road from that overlook trail.
Yeah, sometimes part of that dirt road is open for travelers with appropriate vehicles, but it was not open during our visit.
And these are ocotillo, this cactus right here. And most of the time,
Chadwick.
That's not funny.
I whispered into the camera, watch this.
That's not a sound you want to hear. Come on now.
After walking around the Canyon Lake overlook, we drove back to Tortilla Flat for dinner.
Yeah, Tortilla Flat is it's a former stagecoach stop that once served miners and cowboys in the area.
But today, the town has a throwback saloon, mercantile, and a tiny museum in a one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah, we got there a little bit late, so we went right to the restaurant before walking around because we needed some food before we explored the area.
The restaurant was really cute and the food was good. If you do visit the restaurant, you have to check out the restrooms in that restaurant.
Those are interesting.
After dinner, we walked around a bit and popped into the general store, but everything was already either closed or getting ready to close.
Hey, are you digging in? Or you on the surface? With the all you got, do you serve it out till you're out of service? Or you can wait and see, make bets on the lottery. Or jump in, teeth and skin, grind it out with your whole damn body. Make you work somehow, eat all over it. Pour it all out, get all over it now. Next throw down with a little bit. Let it all out, get all over it.
Last time we mentioned how much we enjoyed staying at Usery Mountain Regional Park. We were there in the springtime and the weather was perfect.
Yeah, in the summer months, it might not be as great, but the sites do have 50 amp electric and water, so you can definitely stay cool. There are no sewer connections, but there is a dump with 2 stations and several bathhouses.
Rates are really good at $32 a night, and there is an $8 reservation fee. We do recommend that you make reservations in advance, especially in the winter and spring seasons.
And you can, of course, do that all online. The park offers over 29 miles of trails for hiking, mountain biking, and horseback riding, and there's even an archery range.
We mentioned last time that there are several shorter hiking paths that you can go on that are right off the campground loops. Those are really cool. You'll have to check those out. They also have a nature center in the park.
On the road again.
Well, down to the dump.
To the dump, we go down the road again.
We did good for 7 days.
Tank 1 said it was full. Tank 2, which is the kitchen gray, said it was at 2/3. We managed that just right.
Just right. I need a shower. Yeah, I really liked this park, Usery Mountain.
Awesome park.
Yeah, Usery Mountain Municipal Park. We were in Site 67, kind of strange one to get into with this big RV, but once we're in, it's very nice and private, close to the bathhouse if you need it. It's been great.
Yeah.
I really liked it here. I could use a few more days, honestly.
Blast four-wheeling.
That was a lot of fun.
was a lot
Thank
of
you,
fun.
Dan
Yes.
and Eva. We appreciate that so much. It was great to see our friends again. Although we're in the desert, there's a lot of green, and she said it's just basically because of all the rain that we got right before we were here and when we were here. She said it's not always green like this. So when you see all this greenery, depends on the time of year.
Yeah, I guess later in the year it'll just all be brown.
Probably.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, I'm not actually doing a flush here. All I'm going to do is just dump 90% of the black tank just to get the weight down, and then I'm dumping all the gray after it. And then when we get to our location, because we've got full hookups at our next site, I will do a full flush and everything there, and I'll also flush and dump the rear tank. So that's why this is going to be a very, very quick dump station outing. I will say it's a nice clean dump station, unlike that Unicoi State Park where we had feces, fecal material. Mission accomplished.
We really enjoyed Usery Mountain Regional Park. We love parks like that. Now we're off to an RV resort in Lake Havasu.